Hey, welcome to another video on market analysis, fundamentals, and technical analysis. Today we'll be talking about quite a lot. We'll be talking about the cryptocurrency progression, all right? Seeing how much Bitcoin and Ethereum has bought. Also, we'll be talking about the fundamental analysis, all right? What news we're expecting this week, all right? And we'll also talk about what's happening generally in the market, all right, and what we can do to trade. Before we go on, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, all right, Olymp Trade Nigeria. You can subscribe and like, all right. We'll be posting videos weekly, all right, to inform you and get you started, all right, trading the forex market. All right. We'll be giving market analysis, weekly market analysis on technicals and fundamentals, all right. For you to get the best results. All right, so moving on. All right, the best performing asset for the last quarter of this year, which is 2020, right, is Bitcoin. All right, we saw Bitcoin move from right about 11,000 to about 19,500. All right, now we can see that Bitcoin went in an uptrend. All right, we can see the uptrend that happened in Bitcoin right here. All right. And then currently, you can see the up move. Currently, Bitcoin is doing um, a retracement. All right, it did a retracement down to 16.5. All right, and now we are seeing another rally. All right, to the upside. All right, but if Bitcoin doesn't break past the 19.5, all right, that means we are not pushing to the upside. So if, for example, we see a pause in this rally, all right, and then we see a dip, all right, then we'll start a downtrend. So the only way this will continue an uptrend is if it breaks this 19.5 resistance right about here, all right. So if we see Bitcoin break this resistance around here, all right, then we can go for a buy. It has to break here, but if not, then we'll see a down move to the downside. All right, so that's for Bitcoin. All right, for Ethereum, what we have here is a similar move that happened in Bitcoin, right? You can see an uptrend, you can see a retracement, and then we are seeing, sorry, let me clear this. And then we are also seeing another rally to the upside. But if we do not break this resistance here, all right, we will not continue to the upside. All right, so if we see a down right now, the stochastic is at overbought, meaning that the market has saturated. All right, so we might see a downturn from here. All right, that would tell us that we are in a downtrend. All right, so we're just watching Bitcoin and Ethereum to see if we will start a downtrend or if it's going to break the resistances that we have. All right, that's for Ethereum and Bitcoin. All right, for the currency market, all right, what we have, right, for example, the Euro USD, the Euro has been strong since last week, right, majorly because of the COVID-19 vaccine news. All right, we have three different vaccines that came out last week. We had Pfizer, all right, came out 2 weeks ago. Then we have Moderna. Then about last week we had Oxford University, all right, in UK bringing out their own vaccine. All right. The good thing about the Oxford vaccine is that it is not as effective as Pfizer and Moderna in the US, all right, but um, it is cheaper and it's easy to distribute and store. You can literally store it in your refrigerator, all right? So, what happened was that we saw a move right here, that we saw an up move, all right, when the vaccine news came up, all right? So, we had new to Euro USD, all right? Euro USD right now is in an uptrend, all right? So, we would have been buying it around here, and around here. All right, so the euro USD is moving in an uptrend. All right, but it's in an overbought level, so you have to be careful trading this. All right. As the week goes by, we would see how the market responds to that. All right. Let's check the GBP USD. Now, the Great Britain pound is facing uh, various news. Number one, they are currently in a lockdown. All right. They're having cases of coronavirus. All right. But then if you check the charts, you can see that the chart has been in an uptrend. All right. Okay. So why that is happening is because of the COVID-19 vaccine news, all right, from the Oxford University that came up. All right, so we can see this uptrend push to the upside. All right, currently I think we can buy GBP USD right now, right, for another up move. Right, so apart from the COVID-19 lockdown, we also have uh, the Brexit news. All right. So what Britain is trying to do is to finalize the trade deal that they have with the EU. All right, and this week is going to be the last week of the deal, and we'll see how that finally works out. All right. Analysts are saying that the deal will come out eventually, negotiations will come out eventually as good, right? Which means that we might see the GBP gaining more strength. All right. So the GBP is already on an uptrend, all right, basically because of the COVID-19 news and for the next quarter of next year, all right, we're expecting GBP to continue in a rise, all right. So generally, the vaccine news has helped the currency market to boost up both the USD, Euro, and the Great Britain pound, all right. So, but the Brexit news should be over this week, all right, uh, before December 12th. All right, we will be having a new budget coming out. But for right now, we have GBP USD on an uptrend, we have the Euro USD on an uptrend. We are checking the Ethereum and Bitcoin to see if we will continue to buy or just take out our profits and sell off the market. All right. Uh, this week we'll be having NFP. All right, one of the biggest news in the US. We have an NFP on Friday, as you can see here. All right, we have the NFP news right here. Right, the long form payroll news here. Right, it's a red folder news, a heavy news. All right, this news accounts for the number of labor force that has been added to the economy. It is very significant news on Friday by 2:30. All right, so this is a heavy news. All right, it will also determine the future of the United States dollar. All right, so before that, we'll be having before that, we would be having news in the Euro, European Central Bank, Lagarde is speaking. We're having the OPEC meeting. We're having cash rates. All right, Reserve Bank, a whole lot of news. All right, we're also having the Central Bank Governor of the U.S. Federal Reserve. All right, speaking. So we have a lot of news coming up this week. Right, as the week goes on, I will be updating us about how it eventually works out. But what we're looking at right now for trading, all right, is the continuous buying of GBP USD and probably the Euro USD. All right, the fundamentals are strong. All right, the only thing that can make GBP break down to the downside is if you have a negative Brexit deal. All right, but for now, the technicals are showing us that we are on a strong uptrend. How do I know that? All right, um, whenever the candles, all right, is above the 200 EMA, it shows for an uptrend, all right, and the stochastic is at oversold level, all right, and telling us that we can buy this market, all right. So I'll be looking to buy into this market, all right. So that's what I'll be doing, all right. And then the euro, for the Bitcoin market, we have seen that we have to wait out to see if we would continue a buy, all right, that's if it breaks this resistance, all right, if it breaks this resistance around here, then we'll continue a buy. But if we see a downturn, all right, because stochastic is already at overbought level. So if we see this, all right, then we see a downturn, then we'll begin a downtrend. But for now, we are just watching the market to see if we'll continue to buy it or sell it. All right, okay. So whatever update I have during the week, all right, I will be letting you know. But please pay attention that NFP news on Friday will be happening 2:30, so that's a very significant news. All right, the news is very heavy on the United States dollar. All right. Also, Trump administration has agreed on a smooth transition to Biden. All right. So there's no more political tensions in the U.S. So we're expecting to see the dollar have some good rise. All right, in the coming weeks. All right. I'll see you in the next class and have a wonderful trading week.